Hello and welcome to our third video in a series of 10 that Stephanie Godel and I are doing, and it's a part of our coaching session for Century 21 Discovery. Today we're going to talk about the value of a CRM. First thing I want to do is give a shout out to the May issue of the Car Magazine. There's a great article in there on 5 ways to kickstart your career, and that's by an author by the name of Melissa Dittman Tracy. So let's step away from social media for just a second. And not to devalue it, because social media is critical to our tools and what we're doing today to communicate, but we've got to start thinking about a CRM or a CRS, and that is a client or customer relationship manager or system, and that's a way to really keep track and monitor your entire database so that you know who your clients are. According to the article, we need to focus on building our database from everyday connections. So that could be who's on your phone, who do you have scheduled on your phone, who's at your kid's school, your alumni association, your church, your Christmas list, and maybe it's your parents' Christmas list if you're just getting started in the business. So it's always been said that the most successful person out there has the largest Rolodex. Well, these days I think that our Rolodex is obviously gone, but it's all about your database and who do you know and who calls you and how do you capture that information. And I was talking to one of our agents this morning and I said, how do you gather email addresses? And he says, you know, Joe, he says it's just an ongoing process of asking the question when he's on the phone, and people will give it if you ask it. And I think that's the thing that he's doing, and he's constantly updating that and working with that on a daily basis, and that's why they call it, you know, he's gardening, he's picking out the weeds. So your ticket to organizing your CRM is really critical, and I think you got to find a tool. Century 21 offers Business Builder, and Business Builder is a wonderful tool, and you can set them into different types of groups, and this is found through 21 Online, which is a software that we have for Century 21. So it's just not for emails. Use it for your phone calls as well. So when you're making your phone calls, if you go through your database and you're on your Business Builder, you can make notes of little things that they say. For example, you know, they may be celebrating their kid's birthday. They may be bringing home a puppy for the first time, and the dog's name is Louie. So you never know, but you make these little notes, and when you go back to call them, you still got that information, and all that information is there. You can send out your bulk emails to them, and just think of it as a growing list of opportunity for you of people that you know and you come in contact with along the way. So you're also able to set up some campaigns, and campaigns are like doing the heavy lifting for you while your buyers or prospects are being incubated. Not everybody makes the decision right now to make a call or list their home or buy a home within 30 days of their first contact with you. Sometimes it's 12, 16 or more months. And the Business Builder system can put them on an automatic drip and then remind you when to make phone calls along the way as well, which is very good. Now, I also want you to think about groups and setting up different groups. And one of the groups that you may set up with is open house. So you start out holding an open house this weekend, you gather 5 email addresses, you put them into this open house group. And each week, as you hold more open houses, your list grows. But each week, you also email that open house list an invite to your open houses. And that's a way to continue to make your open houses an event. What about buyer and seller prospects? Putting them in separate categories as well. So not only do you have this giant list of everyone, you've got these little subcategories of folks that you can hit on a weekly basis or however you want to. And then you've got your sphere of influence, business friends. When you see an article about the state of real estate, you might want to just send it out to that group. And that's another one to do as well. Now, the one thing that we don't want to forget about is our geographical farm. You know, names and addresses are readily available through your title rep. But what you got to do is you got to dig a little bit deeper and get a little creative on getting email addresses so that you can help getting them updated as we go along. You know, the interesting thing is what came out of our meeting last week, or sales meeting, one of our guys says that he has one sheet of market data information, and he hands that to the prospect and he says, would you like to review the market data? And the client or prospect invariably asks, can I have a copy of this? And he says, you can, but this is the only one I have. If you give me your email address, I'd be more than happy to email that out to you. So that makes a big difference, and that's one way of capturing their email address. So I think that social media is one critical component of what we're trying to accomplish. It's kind of a way of, it's passive, and the passivity of it all makes it either, it's not working as well as we would like it to, but it's critical. Email is another component, phone calls is another component, and just staying in contact with them belly to belly. So I think with that, I hope this helps you. I know that we're trying to grow your business, and as you grow your business, Century 21 Discovery is excited about that. We've got a lot of great tools. This is one of them, Business Builder, to help you organize your database so that you can become more effective, more successful, because we care about you and your career. Charge on.